Hey, what's up? It's John Kizzy. You know who is he? Also known as Philly G, because they know who I be. And I'm joined by King Tigger. And on the phone, as always, we got Genghis Khan, the war general. And hey, we started a podcast. We're here with episode 6. And today, we're doing a 2022 year-end wrap-up of music. And what we're going to discuss is a top favorite artist of the year. Now, these is artists, they don't have to be new artists of the year. Just the artists that we felt this year, they really showed up. Who we really thought, had a deep impact this year. I guess since I'm speaking, I'll go first. And I'll say this is no particular order. I just wrote down as they came. So I had Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Nas, Busta Rhymes, and Doja Cat. I feel they all put out hits to me this year.
Yeah.
Doja Cat mainly got on that list because I listen to radio at work and every single she has is in my head. And Nas because King's Disease 3 classic. And Like the Fuse, I believe that's the name of Busta Rhymes' new album he put out. It was not that long. I think there was like 7 joints on it, but they was all fire. Kendrick Lamar, his album was crazy. And Drake, I think he did. No, was it 2 albums this year? Yeah, because he did the solo album. I still feel like Certified Lover Boy can almost be counted as this year because it came out real late last year. So you almost have 3 albums in rotation by Drake. Because he had Certified Lover Boy, that dance album, which name I forget, and then the one that he did with 21 Savage, that newest one. So yeah, Drake was everywhere.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing for sure.
So we'll go to you next, Tigger.
All right, like I said, this is what applied to me. I mean, these are who came through my headphones, through my phone, and all that there stuff. So I got Jacquees, Chris Brown, Busta, Meth, and Snoop. Now, Jacquees, just like I said before on one of the previous podcasts, I love his style, his griminess, taking R&B and making it a little bit more nasty, right? So I like that.
Yeah.
Chris Brown, that kid, man, I can't even call him a kid. This man, he's been hitting for years now. Years and years and years. And this man had another summer drop again this year. Like, he's been doing it for the last 10, 15 years that he put something in the summer, and it's the song of the summer. So big ups to Chris for doing that there. Busta, Meth, and Snoop, for being the age that they are and they still stay relevant in the hip-hop game the way they are doing so, that's why they're there for me. Especially Snoop. Snoop taking back his old label. You know what I mean? So it's more on the business aspect with Snoop and doing that fun music, Death Row, that he always wanted to do, right? So that's why I got them there. Method Man, I'm not even sure they even put out an album this year.
Looking that up right now.
I don't think he even put out an album, but he put out a lot of mixtape stuff, right? So, and it's all been great. I haven't had one song by Meth that I didn't like, right? And Busta's Busta. The energy is there. Again, another song I haven't heard from him that I did not like. So, yeah, that's my top 5.
Yeah, on that Method Man, I did look it up. He dropped Meth Lab 3. And that was an album. So, he did drop an album this year. And that was dope. Mm-hmm. And, agree with you, Chris Brown. Yeah. I don't know how I forgot that. But, Chris Brown, he put out an album that you just play.
Yeah, just keep playing.
Facts, man. No, man, I was going to touch on a couple of things that you said, actually. I was going to ask you about what do you think about Snoop pulling all the Death Row stuff off of Spotify, though?
I just think that Snoop sees a picture that we can't see right now. So therefore, him pulling all that stuff off Spotify, I don't know if they're trying to censor him or whatever the aspect may be. But Snoop sees a picture right now that none of us can see. And it started with taking his label back. So let's just see where Snoop goes with it. And hopefully it works out for him.
Yeah, he definitely got a plan.
But he has a plan. But I watched the video the other day, but with Danny Boy, Danny Boy from Death Row. And a lot of these artists like that ain't old anymore, that ain't in the public eye. They get paid off their streams.
Right.
He said he lost, like, when he pulled all the Death Row stuff off, he lost like almost 50% of the money that he was making, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I seen an interview with Snoop that he's trying to pay the artists that were on Death Row back in the day from Death Row. You know what I mean? So yeah, Danny Boy lost money from the streams and whatnot, but I got a feeling in the long term, in the end game, Danny Boy's gonna get that money back.
I also think too, like, it will eventually be back there. I think you always got to leverage. Everyone's trying to leverage some which way, right? You know what I mean? Like how you get, you start this label up, and then you know what I mean? You want to leverage and try to get people to come see you, right? I mean, look at Jay-Z. He didn't put he put all the stuff on Tidal, and then all of a sudden it went all the way to Spotify again. Because eventually he was like, okay, well, this ain't gonna work this way. So like, it's all business with these guys. I get it. You know what I mean? And I mean, and some people do get hurt, like Danny Boy in this situation. What he was saying was, he got hurt with it, but it's also at the same time just collateral damage. So I get it.
But I get it, man. Danny Boy still eating though.
Oh yeah, no, he's still
It'd be
eating,
different if he's not eating at all, right? He's still eating, and I think he's going to eat better in the long run.
That's what I was going to say. I think that Snoop did it because he knows he's maybe working on a deal with Spotify so that they can get more for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably, you got to think that Snoop only did it to get more for his people, not to get less.
It's all business. I mean, I get that. You know what I mean? It's always business. I mean, it's always that way. I just wanted to talk about that real quickly, man. But my top 5, I'm really not going to go in any particular order, man, because I got Chris Brown there. Anything he puts out is crazy. You know what I mean? Like many songs, all the songs he does, even his new stuff. Really like him. Future. I one day how I kind of learned like a Future, man. I was like, man, who's this guy, man? I heard he does a lot of music. I was downloading his playlist and listening to the whole thing, man. I'm like, man, he's crazy. Do you know he wrote Drunk in Love for Beyonce? I was like, that's saying the whole thing. I was like, man, anyway, Future. And then I got DJ Khaled is up there. He's just been, as a DJ, he's putting a lot of good music out. Like everything he does kind of like a hit. Well, not everything, but most things that he does. And then for some reason, he always puts like artists together. I mean, that work really well together. So like out of my other two are Lil Baby and then Drake. I mean, but it's like the songs between like Drake and Lil Baby, like how they play off each other, bro. Like you ever when you heard like Want and Need, right? With Lil Baby's verse at the end of that, cause that gotta be the verse. That gotta be the verse of the year for me, bro. It has to be. It has to be, bro. Cuz killed that thing. He killed that verse, bro. You know what I mean? Just ride it. I'm like, oh, okay.
I want to touch back on what you said about Future, because you was talking about Future, where you said didn't. Little known fact that you just mentioned. I want to add to that. Did you know that Future started with the Dungeon Family?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You mean like CeeLo and them guys?
Yeah, like Outkast and him. He was like the next generation of the Dungeon Family. He came up under that wing. I didn't know that until I started looking into it. And if you look at his beginning projects, you can see is Organized Noise? It's not Organized Confusion. I'll look it up. But it's the production team with Rico Wade and them. They did a lot of his original beats, and I think he had Dungeon Family people featured on it. I'll look it up as you're speaking your piece right now.
You know why I love about Future, cuz?
What?
Cuz will take anything and make it a hook. He doesn't care, bro. Cuz did a song, Cuz said, I'm not even gonna say it, Cuz, but it was about, because like, I guess he got with like Scotty Pippin's wife, whatever. And then the song basically was like, I just get some Gucci flip flops. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, like Cuz gets in the studio, just drop stuff, man. It's crazy. Like I don't know how he does it, and even how he gets away with some of the songs that he put together, like how he like the melody and stuff. Like that verse, that Drunk in Love verse that he did. You know what I mean? It was like, woke up in the kitchen saying, how did it happen? Like he sang that whole thing, bro. I was like, oh man, like I don't know how do you even think like that, man?
Bro, talent's a talent, man.
Like Like it's crazy. That's respect for you, Future, bro. That's respect, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and
talent is talent.
Yeah, those are my top 5, man.
That's a nice top 5. I like that.
You know what I mean? Like this year, what I listened to. You know what's another crazy? You know who got a song?
Hey, before you get on that, I wanted to tell you. Yeah, I just looked it up, and that's where his name came from. He was supposed to be the future of the Dungeon Family.
Oh man!
Yeah,
I heard a story. I didn't know he was a Dungeon fan, but I did hear they were saying that that's what they called him. They always call him the future.
Yeah,
like the future, right? You know what I mean? So,
but that's dope. That's like he's basically a legacy act. Don't you love it when like established acts, they or I should say new acts, they have roots with the like with older acts. Like when we listen to Snoop, that's NWA's lineage right there, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So basically, this is kind of like an Outcast lineage, Dungeon Family lineage. When you listen to Future, that's the future of the Dungeon Family. I just thought that was dope. I like it when you have when the artists have deep roots, so you can trace it back, and then you can see the beginnings, and you can kind of see where the sound came from. Like you'll start to hear their influence. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah. No, man, like that's crazy.
But what were you going to say? You're getting ready to say something.
I don't even remember, bro. I was going to say something. Because I don't remember it anymore. Sorry, forgot about it. Well, anyway, come back to me. Let me think about it.
I just want to say the name of Kendrick Lamar's album. It's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I forgot the name of the album. I just lost the name of that when I was giving props. But man, that album, there's a couple songs on there that are like, you ever hear those deep songs? They got like deep meaning, but they're almost like emotional, exhausting to listen to. But you still you feel the art and you respect it. Yeah. But it's not like something that you throw on at a cookout or something. It's not like a jam or something. He got a couple of those on there where it's almost uncomfortable to listen to. but you feel the message and you can feel his pain, is whatever. He has a few of those on there. But then he got some jams, guys. I'm like, I love artists that got the range like that to be able to do everything. That's like I always give respect to artists like DMX can do that. Busta Rhymes can do that. Tupac could always do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Where you have a song and you like feel his pain, but then there's other aspects to him. He ain't just his pain. He ain't just the struggles. You know what I mean? Yeah. He has good days too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he can show you what's up. Like, Kendrick's range is like crazy and conscious too. He can say something. You know what I mean? Like, when he's dope, man.
Kendrick, can I ask you guys a question quickly though?
Of course you can, guys. That's what we're here for.
About Kendrick, right? Wasn't he supposed to sign with Tech-9? I thought I heard that a long time ago, maybe.
Not that I know of, because he was with Dre. Dre scooped him up.
No, I know, but he come up under the Tech-9 stable, right? This is what I heard. This is what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just throwing it out here.
Yes, I heard that.
I never heard that.
He was with Tech. He was a Tech-9.
He did
all the way coming up.
He did a song.
Right? And then,
he did a couple songs with Tech.
Mm.
Okay, but I thought he was in the stable, and then I'm not saying that Dre scooped him up and just scooped him away. You know what I mean? But that's why I do like Kendrick. I think he's crazy, like an artist, bro. But when he left, I thought he left Tech-9, so I was like, I can't. You know what I mean? Like, no, I went with Dre and stuff, but. Is what it is. That's what I thought. I actually thought he was with Tech-9, bro. I thought that's what he was with, man, with that group. Because it was him and was it Calico Chris or Chris Calico or something?
Chris Calico.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could be wrong though.
No, Tech-9 he had a group called 816 Boys, but it was Tech-9, Chris Calico, Cut Calhoun, and Max Zilla.
Okay.
Kendrick wasn't part of it. Kendrick was he was an early collaborator with Tech.
Well, he was over there though. That's what I mean. He was over there, right?
I don't think he was ever. I'm not seeing anything that he was ever like signed to Tech. He was always with.
No. I'm sorry. That was my mistake. He wasn't signed to him, but he was going to. Like he was, like that was his big thing to grab. Tech brought him up. It was like Tech brought him up, and then right when he was supposed to sign his big deal with Tech, Dre came in and kind of just scooped him up. So that's why I was like, I didn't really. When I heard that, I was like, mean, like how like some people don't really like Rick Ross because some of the things that he's done, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, kind of deal. So that's something that gave a bad taste in my mouth to be like, oh, I like you, I like your music, but why'd you do that to your buddy Cat?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. From what I'm reading here, I don't see anything to support that. So you ain't gotta hate him for that.
Cause Drake suppressed all that. Cause come on, bro, suppressed all that.
Well,
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Because wants to start rumors. Because wants to start rumors and just chuck Dre under the bus.
Joking, bro.
I know. I feel you. But he did have that song "Fragile" with Tech Nine. That was Tech Nine. He kind of helped Tech Nine in the mainstream a little more. But he was a West Coast through and through. Top Dog was his. But this might have been where the rumor kind of came from. He's in a group called Black Hippie. This is before they got big. It was a group. It was Ab Soul, Schoolboy Q, Kendrick Lamar, and J Rock.
Okay.
Now J Rock did sign with Tech.
That's what I was trying to tell you, bro.
J Rock signed with Tech and did put an album out under Tech. He just put one album, but then after that he left. But
my mind is why would I even have that in my mind if I never heard that somewhere? That's what.
Probably because they're both in the same group and like J Rock and Kendrick are so connected that could be where that connection came from there, right? But maybe
I'm getting old, guys.
It's all good. J Rock is good too.
It's all just mashing up in my brain now. It's just like where's it coming from?
Because that's easy. It's easy for that to happen because remember back when we were young, you could name like every artist that was out. You could almost name, you could almost listen to almost every hip hop album that came out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, no, you'd have to have a full-time job to listen to every artist that comes out now. Like
artists are coming out like this.
I know.
Factory.
I know. 18 of them probably dropped today. It's Friday.
60 artists dropped yesterday.
60.
Like it's crazy.
And it's like sink or swim because the labels just throw 80 out there and see what two will rise. And then you don't hear from the other.
Because like Hunger Games.
It is Hunger Games. It is Hunger Games.
Get kicked off. Bang, bang.
It is, guys. It is Hunger Games. They just chuck it out there and see who survives. Let's see who survives.
Wow.
See how many spins you get.
Yeah. It is. It's not even, it's true.
Because you know how many one-hit wonders that, the funny thing, you know how many like one-hit wonders we hear on the radio here?
Yeah.
And we're in Halifax. Imagine how many of these other people that only have like one song and whatever, but they probably still have followings, right? Because remember, there's billions of people in the world, right? Just because you're not in the mainstream don't mean that you don't have hundreds of thousands of followers, but it's crazy, man.
Facts. No, I hear you. Yeah, Hunger Games. Yeah.
Like, man, there's a song that was on the radio.
Y'all got me cracking up with this Hunger Games shit. Oh, fuck. Cousin, they don't hear
Who's at the top? Who's in the top? Cause like up in the window, is it like it like Jay-Z and I don't know, cuz. You say in the top.
Cuz said Jay-Z's running the Hunger Games, cuz. He does run Rock Nation though. He ain't far off.
Go ahead. Do your thing, Papa.
Cuz is crazy.
Cuz you got Jay-Z up there.
Yeah. Kanye's the rebel that escaped.
Yeah, Kanye's the rebel that escaped. You got Dre up there looking down. You got Diddy up there looking down.
Yeah.
You got Drake on the sideline saying, "I'll come kill these niggas anytime. Anytime you need me to take me in, I'll take them all out."
Yeah. No. Drake's like, yo, I'm starting. No. Drake's like, yo, hold on, cuz you guys have Hunger Games. I'm starting Squid Game.
Squid Game. I said Squid Game.
I'm over here with my crew. I got my crew. Popping though.
Drake is like the shine stealer though. You gotta think sometimes because he'll hear these hits, because he'll hear hits on the radio and stuff, and he'd be like, "Oh shoot," they'd be like, "Oh yeah, this guy's hot." It's like someone goes up to Drake and be like, "Yo, you hear this song? This guy's hot," and Drake's like, "He is." Okay, watch. Then all of a sudden you don't hear that guy no more. It's just 20 songs of Drake on the radio.
He bought him. He bought him, cuz. Yeah, cuz I really like your style, bro. I don't need you to rap no more. Here's like some money. Go away.
I know. I like your style. It's mine's now.
I know.
It's mine.
Shang
Tsung. Your soul is mine. Your style is mine.
So these niggas just went from Hunger Games to fucking Mortal Kombat. I mean, come on, man.
Wow.
That's great, man.
No, it's true. It's true.
Your style
you're right.
is mine.
You're right.
Yep.
No, the boy knows how to get paid, though.
He does.
I get it.
He's like, what's that old saying? Drake be like, anything you can do, I can do better.
Oh, man. No, he's good at it, man. No, he's good at what he does, man. I give him that. He's good at what he does.
I know.
But you're right. He is a chameleon, because remember Chameleon Productions, bro?
Yep. That's Drake.
Knows how to move, maneuver.
Next year, Drake's dropping a trap album.
Oh, fuck.
And then a drill album.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, because of probably put a freaking Nigerian dance album. He can do whatever he wants.
Anything, guys. Whatever he wants to do. He's like, okay, how do we make it? What are we going to do now? Let's go. Yeah, man. Anything.
Oh, fuck.
It's crazy.
I got my chest over here hurt right now. Crazy.
Hunger Games.
Oh, man. So that was good, man. Top fives, they were all nice. I liked it.
Yeah, they were
a couple
nice,
repeats in there, but hey, respect where respect is due. And yeah, it is what it is.
All right, cool. All right.
All right, boys. Well, yeah.
Just a sec.
Drake's still the GOAT. We know that. So, right, we all know that.
Don't start your shit.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just speaking facts. He's still the GOAT. I mean, he's still doing his thing.
All right, cool. So let's take a minute. Let's take a minute and think about, now that we had our top 5 artists of the year, let's think about our top 5 songs of the year. All right, now, so let's talk about our top 5 songs of the year, 2020 edition. All right, I'm going to start with, we'll start with Joey this time. What are your top 5 songs?
Okay, I'm going to give you my top 5. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. I got my number 1 song is God Did. God Did. Right, so I got God Did it, my number 1. Number 2, I'm going to play Welcome to the Party by Pop Smoke.
Nice.
Number 3 was Status by Young Blue, Chris Brown and 2 Chainz.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I think I got a Sticky by Drake.
What was that?
Sticky?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I almost had that.
And then I think I'm going to give, Freak. Rex Life featuring Juvenile.
Oh, okay.
What?
Those
I never
called
heard that
Freak by Rex Life featuring Juvenile. Good vibes. I don't know how I found the song, but I found it and it's fire.
What? It's one of them sleepers, right?
Yeah. What?
I didn't know that Juvenile was back. Nice.
No, he's just featured in the song, bro. But the song is crazy.
It's called Freak.
It's a really good song. Freak, yeah.
All right, I'm writing that down.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna go check that.
No, it's good.
Nice.
Yeah, those are the songs that I do. I got a playlist, a bunch of other songs I like here, but like Grass and Green on the Side, Chris Brown, Body Emotion, No Guidance.
Oh yeah.
You by Jacquez.
Mm-hmm.
No Guidance came out this year.
You said what was the last one you said?
Maybe it might be older.
Okay.
Might be older.
What was the last one you said?
I said You. No, I don't remember anyway.
I think it's Jacquez.
Oh, Jacquez. It was You by Jacquez.
Jacquez, motherfucker. Get the name right.
Jacquez.
And you was old, bro. You was old.
Yeah. I don't know the dude.
It's Jacquez, man.
Hey, the podcast
Jacquez.
before, cause said T.Y. dollar sign.
No, I mean,
I did.
I mean, your nickname is Ty, and he didn't put that together.
this is it. I said Jacquez like 3 times now, bro.
Oh well.
No.
Cause it's all good.
I know it's all good.
But you was an old song though. You was from a couple years ago.
Yeah. So. Is that old?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we take that one off the list then. Johnny P's Caddy, baby. Johnny P's Caddy. You know what I mean? You heard that one?
We got to put a timestamp on Joey stuff just to make sure it's from the shit, right?
Okay, I'm gonna pass it on.
2022 was a long year for him.
Maybe let me pass the baton. Sorry, I got too deep into it.
No, just blame it on COVID because every year's the same year. Every year's the same year. COVID.
Just blame it on COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song came out last week, didn't it? 7 years ago.
No.
7 years ago.
Yeah,
that's old.
It's old.
Look at this new artist. Anyway, go ahead, bro. Who wants to jump in next, man? Who wants to jump in next?
All right, so I got one by Jacquees, Sex and Hennessy. I got Sunshine by Tyga, Janae, and Pop Smoke. I got
Sunshine. I think I heard that one.
Yeah, it's a nice long one. I got Nasty by Chris Brown and Tyga.
Okay.
I got Crip Your Enthusiasm by Snoop.
That song's funny. I like that
one.
Yeah.
And I got this here one's new group. Oh, you guys remember that group Boys to Men?
Yeah.
One of the singers in what was his name? Wanye.
Yeah.
His four sons got a group. It's called Wan More, and they got a nice little song. It was called "Every Pretty Girl in the City." Right. So that tops on my 5. Right. That was a little sleeper one for me that I just happened to been following them on Facebook. Like I heard them sing like a cover on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh man, these kids got talent." Didn't know who the hell they was, but I was like, "Man, these kids got talent. They got talent. Let me follow them." And I was following them, and then they finally put out they finally put out a single. I was like, oh, "Okay, this is a nice little single." And that's the song that I just mentioned. Then I was like, you know what? I really never looked into their background. Let me check out their background. That's when I found out they're the kids of him, right? So. So they got a little bit of backing, so they're doing a lot of covers. The only other song they got out right now is a Christmas song. So, but yeah, just what I mean, check them out. In my opinion, though, sorry Wanye, but the youngest one's the most talented of all of them. So,
okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice
list. All right.
Yeah.
I'll sound off my list. I didn't put them in order like y'all did. So I am going to try. I'm looking at my list. I'm going to try and put them in order. First one is Die Hard by Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
My second one is Rich Spirit by Kendrick Lamar. Then my number 3 is Calm Down by Rima. I hope I'm saying his name right. I hope it's not Rema. That's the Nigerian. It's a jam. Remember, he has that song. He has a version of "Calm Down" with Selena Gomez.
Okay.
Either one of them, it's a jam. A sleeper. Well, it might be a sleeper to some, maybe not to others. Is "Run It Up." That's Busta Rhymes featuring Capella Gray.
Yes,
that's my jam. And then my guilty pleasure is my last one, and that's "Vegas" by Doja Cat. I don't know if I like it so much because my girlfriend hated it, but I know every time I hear the radio, oh no, not that song, and I turn it right up. That's I just like it.
Yeah.
It's the funniest part about the song Vegas is that it's on the Elvis soundtrack.
Really?
And I'm telling you, I bet you the people that went to see Elvis were not checking for Doja Cat.
No, hell no.
But they got her.
That's wild.
I think you like Doja Cat. I think a little bit.
She's on both my lists. And the thing is that, and I hope I don't offend any Doja Cat fans out there. I got to say this: that if you listen to her lyrics, man, Vegas is the only song where the lyrics she got nice lyrics. Most of her songs is talking about the same stuff, and it's just a lot of fluff. But she can rap, she can sing. She knows how to keep the melody. She got flow. And if it's not her that's choosing these beats, whoever is choosing these beats for her needs a raise because she gets the beats. Her beats are always hitting.
Man.
So that's why I got Capella Gray.
Yeah.
I said Capella Gray instead of Doja Cat.
When you said that, I was going to say, when you said that one song there, was it like Rich, who is it, Rich something? By Kendrick?
Yeah, Rich Spirit.
I thought you were going to say Rich Flex with 21 Savage and Drake. That's what I thought you were going to say.
No, man.
I was like, oh, okay.
No,
I
this table keep talking about Dan Drake.
No, I'm saying, I thought they said 21 Savage.
No.
I'm talking about 21 Savage.
Kendrick. I couldn't decide between those two songs, so I had to put them both on.
Okay.
Even right before we went live here, in the headphones, I played them both. And I was like, actually, there was a third one too, Silent Hill. So that's a jam too. And I was like, man,
Silent Hill, who sings that?
That Kendrick Lamar with Kodak Black.
Okay.
It's a jam, cuz I'm telling you.
Is it?
Like, Kendrick has two modes. He has serious mode, and then he has seriously jamming mode. Those three are jam. Check them out, cuz it's on his new album.
Nice.
Okay. I will check it.
Joey, what was that one you said by Young Blue again?
Young Blue, it was Baddest.
Rabbit?
You heard that? No, Baddest.
Oh, okay.
B-A-D-D-E-S-T.
Yeah. Came out in 2006.
Yeah, it's an older one. I just have my list.
I'm just playing.
Here.
Playing,
it's okay. You can hate all you want. Well, all I'm saying is this. It says your top songs for 2022. That's all I'm reading off of. I didn't go in and say, well, you know what I mean? Like, what's up with all the hate, man? Like, really? What's going on? I don't like this.
I got no hate on the song.
I'm getting bullied here.
I got no hate on the song. I just got the hate that you said the man's name wrong, okay?
What did he call him?
I don't even remember now.
I don't even know, man. I don't even know, man.
Jacques?
It wasn't Jacques.
Yeah.
That was
no, we had some good, a couple good names out there, man. I mean, a lot of good names coming up, man.
Oh, yeah.
I just gotta try to really dig into some of the new. I'm starting to try to now if I see an artist, you know what I mean, I'll go into his stuff and kind of check what he's doing, whatever.
Yeah.
I just try to do that as much as I can. I mean, and that's how I find these artists. You know what I mean? Like, oh, boom.
You know
what?
You
probably found Tyrone from Sirius. I don't know what you probably.
Yeah, Lamar from Sirius.
Yeah, he's like a wider access.
Yeah. I do, but I don't, because I find some of them stations on Sirius. I don't want to badmouth them because, you know, it's whatever. But I find they take the same trend as our radio stations down here. Pick 10, 20 songs and just repeat.
Yeah.
But at least I get to hear different artists than what I'm going to hear down here, right? So,
See, the problem is that up here, right? There'll be they have, and this is coming from someone that listens to Virgin Radio at work. Mm-hmm. So it's like 8 hours, right? The problem is that they'll have the morning show, right? And that goes for 2 hours. Then those DJs leave, right? And then a new DJ will come on. But they'll still play the current hot songs that those other DJs already played. Because it's a different segment, different... I'm calling them DJs, but they're not DJs. They're radio personalities. Because they don't get to pick the songs anymore. That's why you can't call up and request songs anymore. Because they already know what they're playing. Mm-hmm. But that's why I hear that song Vegas 100 times. I hear that Taylor Swift, 2 songs from her. And Drake's, it's funny, they play Drake, but they play his older stuff, which I'm cool with. Best You Ever Get is my favorite Drake song. And that's like, if we had top 10 songs, that might be on that list. That's my favorite Drake song.
Didn't someone you guys say Sticky?
Yeah, he put Sticky on there. I don't know. Like, I know I heard it because I know the album. But that album is one that I play from beginning to end without like looking at the titles. So I don't know the names of the songs on that title. That's like with Nas. That's why I couldn't pick a Nas one, because I liked it all and I just listened to it, right?
Yeah.
And when it was over, I listened to it again just from the start because it was nothing I wanted to skip.
Yeah, so on Sirius, Sticky's like I don't even know. What's one? Sticky's like a Doja Cat song on our radio station. I'll tell you that now. Oh my God, bro. Yeah. They play it so much. I mean, it ain't got no damn lyrics to it though. Like, it's only what is it? Dance? No, it's not dance. It's freak. What's it called?
I'm not sure, man, but it's vibe though.
I'll say dance. I mean, it's more just dance because it's like really no real lyrics to that song, right? So,
well, that's why he said that album was a dance album. Yeah, that's the category.
Yeah.
So hey, I got a question for y'all now. Since the year's over, going into a new year, what do you think is going to be popping next year? me personally, I think that the Nigerian vibe is going to be coming to the top a bit more because I can already hear the drums and the influence, and other artists are going to get to it. Hey, as we spoke earlier, Drake's putting out a Nigerian album. What?
Fuck's sakes.
Probably is.
Yeah, he got it. He probably already got it recorded in the tuck. He was just waiting for it to be good.
I feel that, bro. It'd be good to see. What I would like to see pop out would be more calypso / like Caribbean music. You know what I mean? Because, bro, you put on a calypso or a Caribbean song, every fucking body's moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's moving. But that Nigerian sounds almost similar to that there. So, yeah, I can kind of see that, what Philly's saying. You know what I mean?
What I would like to also see is, and I know this makes me definitely going to sound like an old head, I'd like to see like hip hop, like, you know what I mean, like lyrical stuff like that. Get a slice of the pie. I'm not saying I want to like take over and be everywhere on the radio, but I'd like there to be a space for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Redman still puts out albums, and he puts out stuff, and it's still good. Like, why can't we hear it? Like, they'll get tight beats. Or another example, Busta Rhymes. I'd love to hear some Busta Rhymes, right? Like, Busta Rhymes makes songs that could definitely go on the radio, but you'll never hear them here.
Yeah. But nowadays when they make songs, it's not like back in the day, like I said back in the day, but like they was making songs, they just said whatever they wanted to say. It was what it was. I mean, now it's so hard, man. Like they have those super lyrical, some of that lyrical stuff that it was just like some crazy stuff was said back then. You know what I mean? So I think maybe that's why they can't go how they was before. Like Mobb Deep and those, like, I would love another group to come out like Mobb. You know what I mean? Just like attacking like the whole establishment and everything else.
Hey, we tried.
Can't do it like that.
We tried.
Yeah, we did. But at the end of the day, you can't even come at the establishment like that anymore. Like back and like, you know, like attacking this and everything else
because they own it.
They own it.
They own it.
They own it. That's what I mean. Like that's what I mean. I wish we can get some real, like, hey, like, and why do they own it? I mean, okay, they own it. Well, why?
Hey, and check this. Like, on that note that you're saying, right? Everyone's talking about Nas's album. Everywhere in the media, you'll see how it was crazy. Everywhere, if you watch people's top 5 on YouTube lists, most people, well, I'm talking in hip hop here, have Kendrick on there. Neither of them will have singles that we'll hear around here on the radio.
Yeah, yeah.
You got
no, you're not going to know.
Oh, yeah. He will, because he got serious.
You will.
But we won't. And that's crazy because back when I was in high school, freaking Triumph by Wu-Tang Clan was on the radio, in Halifax.
Yeah.
Triumph by Wu-Tang Clan. A 7-minute song with no hook was able to be on the radio. In 2022, we got no kind of compromise.
No, but they do play artists though. Other than like, remember they were playing the baby a bit there, which his went through.
But they played his commercial stuff though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So
that's all that's ever going to be played. Those commercials.
That's why you're gonna get this commercial, bro.
Yeah,
like because let's be honest, because Triumph wasn't like hard. It wasn't like their first album. That was commercial. You know what I mean? That's in my opinion.
I wouldn't say that Triumph was commercial.
Like, Into the 36 Chambers, because compared Triumph
okay.
to the 36
Chambers. But there's got to be there's a space in between, right? There's a space in between
like
36 Chambers and being commercial. I don't think it was made for the radio. It had no hook.
No, it had no hook, but it wasn't Into the 36 Chambers. That's a whole different reality.
I know.
Can it be so simple?
Yeah.
Cream? Because
well, Cream had a hook.
Come on.
Cream,
you know what I mean?
Cream at least had a hook. Cream, I can see that.
But they wasn't playing that on no radios up here, cuz.
What I'm saying is that there's a lot of artists out there that I don't know. I feel that there's a whole hip hop niche, I guess it is now, or section that doesn't get any love up here. Like these guys are getting played down because New York radio's like probably playing Busta Rhymes right this minute.
Yeah, but New York's the mecca of hip hop, bro. So that's just gonna constantly be played down here. Yeah. Up here, bro, you ask any of our kids what hip hop is, they gonna give you what's his name? That little motherfucker with the red hair, Lil Yachty and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
that's their hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Lil Yachty and them guys will get played up here on the radio because that's what this era of hip hop is to. I'm gonna just say the media, right? And you guys know what I mean by the media. I'm just gonna be a little bit politically correct when I say the media. So
yeah,
you know what I mean?
To me, it's basically watered down.
Yeah.
It's like when an Indian restaurant opens here and you go there. It's not Indian food. It's always watered down for a palate. I want the real Indian food.
You can't handle it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I can handle it.
Yeah.
I want it, but the mainstream can't handle it. So you won't. You just don't get it.
Yeah.
There's no, oh, well, then we'll only have a little. No, it's either all or nothing. When I think what I'm trying to say is that it should be a little bit. Chuck a couple songs on now, then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ain't going to break the bank. You know what I mean? Let's
You
hear
gotta
Nas.
ask all those artists to make sure that their music don't got these vulgar words, cussing in it.
Oh, yeah, but they have radio
shit,
airs. 'Cause remember, it's getting played in other places.
Yeah.
I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
Like, why can't because Nas album came with singles, play a single here in Halifax, see how it does, get people's reactions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
If you got radio running 24 hours, you telling me you can't chuck in a couple real hip hop songs? You telling me that Kendrick Lamar, the biggest hip hop artist, besides Drake, because I think Drake. Currently, I say that Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick are probably the biggest.
You're laughing over here
now.
Because I said the conversations always come back to Drake. That's why
I said the D word, guys. I said the D word. We gotta. I know. Just call him Aubrey from now on.
Keep laughing.
Can't even say. Anyways, but Aubrey, Kendrick, and J. Cole are the top 3 artists. But in Canada, we only hear one. The last J. Cole song I heard on the radio was that Straight Up, when he did the remake of Paula Abdul's one.
Yeah, Straight Up.
Okay. Yeah.
And he put out mad fire since then. But it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that we had I almost said record label. I meant to say radio station that was going to do more stuff like that. Remember our friend DJ No Love? He was doing that stuff because he was going for that, and all of a sudden it got bought out by someone else, and I think it's a country station now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
it's just I guess that's what they think Halifax wants.
What it is.
They forget that we have a large urban area.
We have a huge one, bro. But again,
I'm
gonna say the word again. The media does not want hip hop being the ethnic color that it is to shine through on the radio station, unless it's, sorry, I won't say hip hop, but they don't want that to shine through unless they're singing, or they could be a face, like your guys' favorite person to name Aubrey, right? So if they can't be a face like that, they don't want it on the radio station because they got whatever they got to protect. I mean,
yeah, you know what's funny? Back in the day, it was Biggie, and I think Method Man made fun of it too. R&B, rapping bullshit.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just, and then that's all that we get now. I mean, it sounds good, but it's not from, it's not what it should be. Anyways, that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear a hip hop radio station in Halifax that played more hip hop rather than hip hop.
I would like to see a hip hop / R&B station.
Just call it an urban station. Play both.
I want a music that we can vibe to. You know what I mean? When you put it on, the vibe's good. You know what I mean? The whole way through. You know what I mean? Like, of course, some songs you might not like, but at least the vibe is good.
It's still got the vibe. It's still got the feel, right?
Now, don't get me wrong. These little stations that are open now, there've been a few songs that they introduced me to that I was like, oh shit, I can actually jam with that song. You know what I mean? It's not giving me the feeling that the stations that we're asking for would give me. You know what I mean? So
true that. Yeah, I know the radio stations got me on some stuff I'd never be on before. Like I'm ashamed almost to say that I know Tate McRae.
I don't know the name. I don't know the name of this person, but the song's called Headphones. And I don't know what type of music it is, but it's a little jam that I hear it. I was like, oh, it gets me up. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, it's not bad, but would I ever listen to that shit if I had an actual station to listen to? No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's funny. That is funny that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Because most of the music that I hear on the radio, I'll jam to it on the radio. I'll jam to it driving home. When I sit down, I am not searching that music.
Turn that shit
I'll search the video just to see what they look like.
Yeah.
Just so I can put a name to the voice, right?
Because
and then that's it.
Because it's basically like, but that music basically is like, if there's no, I should say something to it, but just for you to bounce to.
Yeah, it's mindless music.
There's no real content to it.
It's mindless music. Right? Actually, some of it does have messages, but it's
some has messages, but
I know what you
like,
mean. I know what you mean. It's like what would they call it? If it was they'd call it light rock almost. It's like that. Yeah. Well, it's pop
or soft rock. You mean?
Yes, soft rock. That's what I meant. That's light rock ain't. I don't know what that is. He's like the Rock lost a lot of weight. He's light rock.
Because it wasn't light rock. So it says he was a baby, bro.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. All right, man. That was another nice little topic that we covered.
Yeah, man.
Cool. That's some opinions, though.
Good.
Happy New Year to everybody that's listening.
Definitely Happy New Year.
Yeah, we're looking forward to hearing. Yeah. Well, we look forward to you hearing us in the new year.
Yeah,
exactly. I just gotta say, Drake, I do love you, but I just don't love you as much as these motherfuckers do. So,
Hey, I just respect. I just respect the game. He's Canadian, man. He's homegrown, guys. That's why I respect in his run. You know what I mean? I don't even like as much of his stuff, but the amount of stuff that he put out, I can't say that I like the majority of his stuff. Now, the stuff that I do like, I like. You know what I mean? When he has jams, he can make jams. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see.
But I'll also say if he was from the States or anywhere else, I probably wouldn't say nothing about him.
That's all good. Now you see how Drake, I just said, Drake, I like your music, but I don't love you as much as you. That just shows just now that I said what I said in the short little quirk, and this motherfucker went on for a full minute talking about Drake. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Leave Aubrey alone. Always attacking Aubrey. Jeez, Shane Song.
True. Do that,
man. Finish him. All right.
Yeah. All right, man.
Nice, good talk. We'll holler at you in the new year.
Yes, man. Yes. All right, boys. I'll check y'all later. Check everybody later, man. Have a happy New Year, man.
For
Happy
sure.
New Year to you too.
Y'all be easy.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
And that's all for this episode of We Started a Podcast. I'm John Kizzy. You know who is he? Also known as Philly G, because they know who I be. And I'm here with King Tigger. And on the phone as always, Genghis Khan, the War General. And we'll catch you next episode.